Okay, we're going right in, I see. What's happening? Good morning, Elaine Stretch. How are you? First, just read my card. All right. The wonderful Elaine Stretch is here, and her card is the Ruined Path for feminine power. And we're here this morning to do a song with the home team. And we were laughing at one guy's comments in the karaoke for this song, right, John? Yeah. Because the guy said, "I sound like a rat and a cow combined." I sound like a rat and a cow combined. Body, beat it up, beat it up. Pressure, pushing down on me, pressing down on you. No man could ask for. Under pressure that burns a building down, splits a family in two, put people on the streets. Eat it up, eat it up. Terror of knowing what this world is about. Watching some good friends scream, "Let me out!" Gray tomorrow gets me higher. Pressure on people, people on streets. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Oh, God. Tripping around, kick my brains on the floor. These are the days it never rains but pours. Be-da-da-ba-ba, be-da-ba-ba-ba, be-ba, be-ba-ba. People on streets, idiot up. People on streets, idiot up. It's a terror of knowing what this world is about. Watching some good friends scream, "Let me out!" Great tomorrow gets me higher. Pressure on people, people on streets. Turn away from it all like a blind man. Sat on a fence, but it don't work. Keep coming up with love, but it's so slashed and torn. Why? Note this part. I should, but I don't know what he's doing. Love, 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 love. Insanity laughs under pressure. Can't we give ourselves one more chance? Why can't we give ourselves one more chance? Why can't we give love, give love, give love, give love, give love, give love, give love? Because love's such an old-fashioned word, and love dares you to care for the people on the edge of the night, and love dares you to change your way of caring about ourselves. This is our last chance. This is our last chance. This is ourselves. Under pressure, under pressure, pressure. Yeah, that was a hell of a request from the home team just now. Um, yeah, thanks for that energy because I know it wasn't coming from me. Eileen, Elaine. Why do you keep calling me Eileen? I don't know. Elaine. Yeah, it should be easier for you to understand, to remember. I know. So, feminine power. This is Elaine Stritch speaking. Yeah, Saint Elaine. Yes, the feminine power that you just exhibited. I could not help but see that while you were engaged in channeling that song and bringing whatever energy you had to it as well, Lena, yes, you already were thinking in your head, maybe what should we do next? What song should we do next? That is your power. You know what works for you. And honey, we work for you. Let no one cast doubt on that. Thanks, Elaine. That's great. Hey, John. Yeah. Do you want to show them the picture of me that you love? I do. I do want to show them that picture. I'm surprised that you wanted me to do that. Why not? I want to have it on I want to have it on record. All right, let's see. This is like might be my favorite picture of John now at this point. I don't know, but isn't that a great picture? He's in Japan. Let me not knock anything down, for God's sake. Thank you, Mother and Father, for this transmission. We'll ring a bell. 1 second. See, I can do it. I can get it done. You know why? He looks so much like me there. As a teen, he's 40 there in Japan on a bicycle. With his glasses and his hair is kind of messy. Like, like mine always looks like when it's that length, just a big mess, which was why I always had bandanas on. Keep it out of my face. But in this picture of John, it's really like looking into a mirror of me as a teenage girl on a bicycle. And, you do look kind of ageless there. I mean, a lot of people looked at this picture at some time or another and said, I'm sure the way they always critique you nonstop, he was so thin there. And she had him on, meaning Yoko, these crazy diets, and which is all bullshit, by the way. John had his own regime of eating or not eating. Yoko had nothing to do with that. She didn't do that. Idiots. They form this picture of this woman that has nothing to do with reality. And a picture of John that has nothing to do with reality. But this picture of John has everything to do with reality. Because he just, that's him. That's his face. The one I see most of the time. And this was the one that came last night. Last night was the full moon. John came and got me out of bed. He said, we're going to the city, baby. And he took me into New York. And it was like the clubs the way they used to be when I used to play in them. CB's was still there. He took me all around. And then he would leave me, Yeah. And I'd be like, where'd he go? He said he'd be right back. And now he tells me, I said, why did you bother taking me out? If you were just going to keep going and leaving me. And then he would show up, and then we'd go to another club, and then he would leave me again. You're leaving out the most important part. You always came looking for me. Eventually. You didn't wait that long. I was able-bodied. I am able-bodied in these astral trips. Sometimes really in a very superhuman way. But last night was just being an able-bodied young woman. And John tells me now, go ahead. You came looking for me this time. This used to be our lives, You never came looking for me, though. You always sat there alone in those clubs. And you never once came looking for me. And in those days, I was right next to you. And I never left your side for a minute. And you know what? Last night in our journeys, Lena, I didn't leave your side either, but you perceived it as such. But at least you came looking for me. So is this like a test, or what is this? Yeah, it is. It is. And it's getting better all the time. Did you have a good time last night? No. Ah. Why not? Well, because I was getting anxious, and also we were supposed to be playing, and it never happened. I was under the impression we're going to be jamming at least, and this is like not happening. Like, where did he go, and why are we not jamming? It seemed like somehow that's the reason we were there, wasn't it? Or was it just to socialize? No, you got it spot on, just right. You just exactly right. You were being tested as to whether you would look for me, but you could have gone one better, right? You could have asked mother and father, "Where's Johnny?" Mother and father. And you know what they would have said? "He's right there, Lena. What's wrong with you?" I always forget to pray. Yes. When you're having difficulties, we practice this in every dimension, not just last night's, which was we were in the ninth. We were in the ninth dimension. And what's today, Lena? Numerologically, today is the number 9. So last night when we were doing this, it was number 9 already. And it was also the full moon, too. And Cinco de Mayo, whatever the fuck, the Mexicans and the French, right. Well, your nose is really running. What are you waiting for? I'm waiting for it to turn to 12:12. Just put this down for a minute. All right. Okay. So just consider this, you passed. Last night was a real great night. Yeah, you could show off the things, but... Well, they don't look so good now. I thought they would look better in the light with the headband on, but her hair's a mess? Yeah, that's you, all right. Yeah. Show the dress. It's a good dress. Thanks. I'm glad you like it. Good morning. Those dolls are just in the way, John. Yeah. If we're not going to do a proper show proper, we cannot have these dolls in the way, because it's just not going to be good. All right. So put them down. All right. Here's what I do. I need also a tissue. Really bad. I'm really having a hard time here. See, this is why you need the stands, honey. You see how it's all coming into play? I do. We have to design a card today. The I Ching has been for the last several days, the number 29. Pardon me. I'm so sorry. It's blowing your nose, and it's 12:12. So congratulations. Shall we show that? No, we're not going to bother. All right. You're crazy, Lena. All right. So 29 is being in danger, and it's also riding through dangerous. It's the 6 of Swords as well, John said, and it's like riding through, navigating dangerous territory for and getting yourself out of a dangerous predicament, one that is fraught with peril and anxiety, and being on that journey and being in the middle of it, and not being completely out of it yet. Billy Preston, what have you to say on that to clarify? Well, good morning. Hi, Billy. And Billy's here with his twin flame, Chaka Khan. We'll get to her just in a moment. Billy's card is the 7 of Cups, and that is having the choice. It's always going to be your choice, right? And all you got to do is call on God. That's all you ever had to do. That is all you ever had to do. And God, where did God lead you just now? A wonderful post on anger and how to view feelings of anger and outrage and insult and how you handle it. And what did you do, though? You asked God to get you that message. Lead me where I need to see right now, dear Lord. They will do it every time. Thank you, Billy. I mean, that means so much to me. Truly. I'm just like so fucking brain damaged that I can't even express myself anymore. I'm just like, I feel like a rag doll. Honey, you know you're better than that. Chaka Khan and Billy Preston, twin flames. You know what I want to say too? I'm also a 7, and that's a God number. Mm-hmm. So you got double 7s with me and Billy. This time was the Pentacles, and it's all coming up good. It's an important lesson you learn every day of your life. We learn every day of our lives together. Billie Holiday is here, also known as Robin, brothers. Of course, the brothers are always here, the Allman Brothers, and they're the 9 of Cups, and that's like, whoa, big time, happy celebration day. So, and again, today is a numerological 9 and the full moon, so, hey, brothers. Yeah, they were all clamoring for a song. Let's just get Robin, who is also Billie Holiday, who is also the twin flame of John St. Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali. You think of him as he was Clay when we met him, yeah. Mm-hmm. Was he? Was he Clay when you met? We knew him as Clay. I call him Clay. You do. I got to get his card out. Anyway, hi, Robin. 3 Cups is the card of sisterhood and having girlfriends and sisters and mothers who have your back and know who you are and are there to help you. And that's who I have with these sisters and the mother. God. Because I sure as hell don't have that down here. And I think I'm angry about that. You have every right to be. Because you were the best sister, mother, friend to every single one of them. That's why John steers you away from that. And Christopher told you this morning, at least I don't discard my family. And Lena, you said his accusation got you sick, literally sick. Because they threw you the fuck away. You didn't throw it. They threw you away when starting from the crib. Hoping you'd be dead. Seemed. You just never laid down for them. So for someone to challenge that and say, oh, you threw your wonderful family out to go. No. You listen to the one who knows. He don't know. He's still figuring it out. Thanks, Chaka. Don't look at me like that, Gilbert. What are you making that dopey face for? The band is in, just saying that hi, guys. Hi. Yeah, Robbie, I stay in touch with you plenty. And yeah, we're going to do more of your songs, but they're all thanking me collectively for the version we did the other night of Makes No Difference. And yeah, that was beautiful. That was really beautiful. And the band looking great in this picture. It looks very much like they're standing on Spook Rock Road. 5 of Pentacles. Pray. Gilly. The Journey, once again, 6 of Swords. This was the card we came in on, but a different rune, but the same. So we got it in 3s. We got the rune, we got the tarot card, and we got the I Ching for the journey, the perilous journey, which really calls for us to get in tune. I am not crying. This is John. Crying like a baby. What are you crying about? Cause I love you. Yeah, the twin flame card. Here's the last one. These were great cards. I'm glad we had these in a pile for a while this week, and they ended up coming to into play today. This combination. This is the twin flame card. Again, we designed that card this week. And that is a really special looking piece. That's a piece of artwork in itself. Um, well, all the cards are really, right? But patience and love. Do not lose sight of the mission. Yeah. Don't lose sight of the mission. The day-to-day stuff is crap. And while you're still living in a human body, you have to fucking treat it like a real temple. Otherwise, you're going to be fucked up. So fucked up. You can give yourself a stroke, you know. I believe I have had several mini strokes now, and I'm not aware, I have not been aware of it up until now, but I'm beginning to see signs of it. John assures me I'm okay, but he also doesn't tell me I'm wrong. Now, I understand there's a way to reverse this, John. Yeah. I like the fact that you're a fighter. You are fine. Trust me that you're fine. All right. Honestly, you're the one that has gotten me this far. Look there on his bicycle. Again, I love this picture. And it hasn't been really, you're not alone in the world as one who has suffered several miniature occlusions of the brain, darling. You had your first mishap, very serious one, riding a bicycle, if you will recall. It was when you first realized that you were not loved by your family. Now you have to stay with this with me because we're clearing a pathway. When Lena was a child, she was riding a bicycle happily along Myrtle Avenue. Her first two-wheel excursion, a grown-up bicycle. She was about 10 years old. Actually, she was 9. But it was the summer that she turned 10. You were riding right exactly across the street, just about exactly across the street from the Temple of Doom. Yeah. It was actually on the same side, right, but it was on the same side, but it was the block before, just before the temple. Right. The Temple of Doom he's talking about is the nursery school where I went on Myrtle Avenue and 82nd Street. Correct. And it was located within the playground area of Forest Park on the side of Myrtle Avenue and the Ridgewood side, whatever. You want to wipe your face? No, I'm all right. Lena had she had many reasons to feel unloved as a child, but she always told herself, no, I'm loved. God loves me, and my family certainly must love me. The reason she felt it so strongly was because, yes, God and Mother and I never stopped showering her with love constantly. Lena's front tire, well, just prior to tire, she spotted her brother across the street, her older brother, Alan. He was coming out of a candy store. And she was so excited and proud to see him. And she took one hand off the handlebar to wave. And she wasn't really used to having both hands off the handlebar. And at that very instant, her front tire went into a sewer grid. She was not looking at the road, she was looking at her brother. The impact was immediate. If anyone knows what a front tire on a bicycle going into a grid will create, there is no chance for recovery, and not if it's your first day out on a two-wheel bicycle proper. Lena's temple hit the curb with such force that she was knocked unconscious, briefly. When she opened her eyes, she looked across the street, expecting to see her brother coming toward her. But he was gone. She could see his figure running away, about a block down. Her mind didn't want to accept. Not only that, she was really pretty senseless for a bit. A car stopped and asked her if she was all right. But she just looked at them and didn't answer, and they drove away. Lena got back up on the bicycle after a little bit. But then she felt very dizzy and almost like throwing up. So she walked her bicycle home. She told her mother, who was watching television, "I slammed my head on the ground. Alan saw me, but he didn't do anything to help me." And her mother said, "What are you talking about? Alan's home." I said, "But he was there. Fell on the sidewalk and I couldn't even, I couldn't even think." And she just said, "He's home. What are you talking about?" And that was the end of it, Lena. You didn't even really know enough to put ice on your head. So what did that do? Damage my brain? We all suffer some kind of brain damage. Lena, when I was in Hamburg, I would fall off the stage and smash my head into a chair, and you don't think those were incidents as well? Stewart himself died of a fucking brain aneurysm. Probably exacerbated a little bit by the time I punched him in the head, but really there was something wrong with him before that. Your friend Robbie got a metal plate in his head. You're not alone. It was the feeling of being unloved that really struck you, though. I think more so than, Yeah, you're right. That bicycle ride, absolutely, absolutely. Just so, what has this memory done for me? I mean, as except for you aired it. We've talked about it, but you've aired it properly. How do you feel? All right. I mean, I feel good. It was really upsetting when it started being remembered, but now it feels better. Right. You're my therapist. I am indeed your therapist, my love. I'm here to help you. Those people, there was all something wrong with all of them. Do you understand? You were in with a bad bunch, honey. It fucking happens. And what makes them what they are, nobody knows. Not really. Sometimes it's psychopathic. Just be grateful that we're not that type, that's not the direction we came from. Why do there have to be any people like that would be like horrible parents or shitty? Yeah, I don't know. It's like, I don't understand why everyone can't just be fucking cool. Let's find a song. All right. There was another bicycle incident. It's really, really, it's not, there are only synchronicities. Now, you fell in love with this photograph today, and you thought it was my face, and perhaps it is. God knows I look at your face, and I fall in love over and over and over again. Okay, let's take a look. A baby. But, the bicycle was a theme today. And absolutely is part of the grand plan. Under Pressure, the song Under Pressure, you felt such tremendous pressure. You did feel something pop in your temple. Yes, you did. But it's a good thing. Because the lines are being cleared now. When something pops in your head and there's another block waiting for it, that's when things get dangerous. Right. So blood pressure is another very tricky thing because of the way the body is built, because of the way we react to emotions, accusations, memories. It's all a very delicate mechanism. And I'm here to keep you in top form and bring you home in better condition than you got here in. That's what I'm talking about. All right. You got to let me, though. And you're doing great. Thanks, Sean. I really love that bicycle. What was the other bicycle story? Maybe another time. All right. It definitely was another bicycle story, though. Oh, God, this thing is stuck here now, baby. There you go. Gilbert, it's a journey. It's a journey. Yeah. It is. Hey, what are you gonna do? Yeah, he loves doing that picture so that he can say things like that because that's what his face looks like when he's in that picture. What are you gonna do? Right? It's a J. What? I know it's hopeless. I can't take it. Oh, the Liam Gallagher. Does Liam get mad when we post those crazy videos of that guy making fun of him? Because I get the feeling Liam doesn't like it. He doesn't. He really doesn't like it too much. No, but we don't care. Right, because Liam is a fucking lunatic. Now, let me say. All right, we've already been up to 35 minutes. You want to do that one? I don't know about that, honey. Yeah, all right. I don't want you to. I don't want you to. I don't want you to do anything that makes you feel the least bit like you're gonna be under pressure. Yeah, let's do something pretty easy. All right, all right. This is an interesting choice, I will say. Very interesting choice. I like it though. I like it not though, I like it because it is an interesting choice. I was waltzing with my darling to the Tennessee waltz when an old friend I happened to see introduced her to my loved one, and while they were waltzing, my friend stole my sweetheart from me. I remember the night and the Tennessee waltz. Now I know just how much I have lost. Yes, I lost her, my darling, the night they were playing that beautiful Tennessee waltz. Yeah. I was waltzing with my darling to the Tennessee waltz when an old friend I happened to see introduced her to my loved one, and while they were waltzing, my friend stole my sweetheart from me. I remember the night and the Tennessee waltz. Now I know just how much I have lost. Yes, I lost my little darling the night that they were playing that beautiful Tennessee waltz. Well, that was lovely. I love you, honey. I love you too. Praise be God and Mother. Amen.